So, and what you see in front of you is a bunch of mineral specimens I actually acquired at a mineral collecting convention I went to in the middle of the summer. I never got to show you guys what I acquired, so I thought I'd do it now. There's more stuff to the side. I couldn't fit everything in this thing, but I will show you kind of like one by one what I got, and kind of like if there's some interesting facts about it. Also some interesting facts if I do have something like that. Up first, I have this Pyrite and sphalerite specimen from Bathurst Islands, Nunavut. This is the only specimen I have actually from any of the territories. So for those who aren't Canadian, Canada has these three territories up north that aren't considered provinces. They have their own special status from the provinces, and they're kind of remote, and not a lot of people live there. So there's not a lot of specimens that come out of there. So I bought this for a good deal. So I thought I'd add the first Canadian specimen that I got from any of the territories to my collection. But yeah, it's a very cool little specimen. It's got some nice pyrite crystals with some dark sphalerite mixed in with it. This specimen is probably the most expensive specimen I bought at the convention. This is a nice corundum specimen, and technically, since it's kind of a bluish gray, it'd be considered sapphire, but it's not like gem quality sapphire. It's more of a mineral collector quality sapphire. You can see the nice hexagonal crystal structure. And this comes from the Blue Jay claim in Revelstoke, BC. I thought it was a very nice specimen, and I still even managed to barter with the not barter, kind of haggle. I wouldn't say haggle. Haggle is usually a negative term. I managed to get the price lowered a bit, and a couple extra minerals thrown in for free from this seller that I bought this lovely sapphire specimen off of. I just love the dark blue color on it and just the overall shape of the crystal. I thought it was a very nice specimen, so I really wanted it in my collection. Up next, I have this Selenite crystal. Selenite is a variation of gypsum. This one comes from Nathan, Alberta. I just thought it was a very nice crystal, and for the price I paid, this is the same seller as the Pyrite and sphalerite specimen that I bought. And the cool thing about this guy is this guy has got some iridescent sheen to it. You can see the camera's picking it up actually quite well, so I thought that was pretty cool. So it's a nice selenite specimen. We do have selenite in Ontario, but it doesn't grow crystallized like this, or at least I haven't heard of any Ontario selenite that's grow crystallized. It kind of grows in chunks, and then it'll sometimes fall off in like sheets, and so you'll get these sheets of clear selenite. But Alberta and then also Manitoba has some pretty nice sphalerite. I don't know why I said that. Selenite. Manitoba actually has these pretty cool kind of selenite roses. They're kind of like a lime green to greenish, yellowish selenite rose. I've got one of those upstairs in my collection. Up next, I've got this awesome little double terminated Smoky quartz point from Mount Foster, BC. What's cool about this point is what probably happened is this part grew first, and then the crystal broke on the base, and then a second growth of smoky quartz happened, and the growth on this end is a whole bunch of smaller terminated points. So it is double terminated, but it's not. It's a broken crystal that then regrew. Kind of, they call it healed. So it healed on the broken end, and it healed in a way where it grew a bunch of smaller points. But yeah, a cool smoky quartz specimen from BC. Up next is something most Ontario collectors should recognize. This is a nice cluster of kind of light green fluorite and barite from the Madoc area, specifically the Rogers mine. Madoc is known for its fluorite. I haven't been out there yet. I do want to go out there and collect, but this specimen, I don't know, it called to me. I just love this very large crystal here on the front, and just how it's formed and the color and everything. It was a nice specimen for a very great price. Here is another fluorite specimen. This one's a little different. This one's from the Highway 17 road cut in Rossport, Ontario. From what I understand, this road cut has been basically collected out. It's dry, like you can't. Maybe you'll find a couple fragments of something, but the stuff that is out on the market is really the only stuff that you'll get. And this one's interesting because it has this kind of like smaller quartz crystals growing all over it, kind of like these reddish brown sugary quartz crystals. So that's a cool little specimen, and it's got these dark purple cubic fluorite crystals. Up next we have 341, kind of. Actually, it was a 341 deal. These all come from the same place. I don't know how to STE. I believe that's Saint in French. Saint Cole. It was like cold to lid. Cold to lid. I butchered that. I do not know how to speak French. I paid very little attention in my French classes, which was kind of stupid of me, but you know, that's life. But yeah, these are all kind of like, there's either, these two are kind of like a dolomite plus another mineral. So this one's dolomite plus a nice calcite plus some interesting little black minerals. I assume maybe sphalerite. And then this one is a dolomite matrix with a nice tiny little fully terminated. You can see it's terminated on both ends. Quartz crystal, and then this one is just a nice large chunky kind of smoky quartz point from the same location. But yeah, these were 3 for a certain price deal, and from what I remember, these were a good price. You'll see a theme where I tend to only get stuff where I know I'm getting a good price on it, because I am a cheap ass. Up next, I have a couple Mont Saint Hilaire specimens. I think I have another one, but it's a little large. It's off to the side right now. I'll show that one next. But Mont Saint Hilaire, for those who don't know, is kind of like the holy grail of mineral collecting spots for Canadian collectors, at least on the east side of Canada. This is a elpidite specimen. Got these two nice crystals of elpidite, and then this one is a Selenite specimen. Both of these were, once again, the theme is cheap for what they are, for Mont Saint Hilaire specimens. Here is the other Mont Saint Hilaire specimen I was talking about. It's a very nice specimen of Analcime and aegirine, or aegirine, I believe, aegirine. The Analcime is the nice white mineral, and then the aegirine is the green mineral that is kind of growing in there. And there might even be some arfedsonite, which is a mineral that can be found in combination. And then there's some other green little minerals on there too. That little green thing there. So I'll have to do a little bit of research exactly what's all there. But it's a Very nice specimen, and it's very large. Up next, we have 2 more specimens from another very famous Quebec location. This one is the Jeffrey Mine. From what I understand, it has basically been cleaned out, so you can't really find these anymore, or you can't even go there anymore. I'm a little unsure, but from what I understand, you can't collect these anymore, or at least go there to collect these anymore. So the one on the right is Vesuvianite, which is a nice rare mineral, and this is a nice version where it's both pink and green, or purple and green, I guess. So with the Vesuvianite that comes from the Jeffrey Mine, the green is kind of the most common. The green and yellowish Vesuvianite is the most common, and then like pure pink / pure purple-ish Vesuvianite is more rare. So this was a nice little combo, and I paid very little for it, so I was pretty happy with that. And then another mineral that the Jeffrey Mine is known for is the Hessonite garnet that comes out of there. And this was another specimen where like it was just dirt cheap. Like, I understand why, because it's not the prettiest. It's got some damage on the sides. So, but to put in context, there were like Hessonite garnets the size of this specimen going for like $50 to $100, and this one was way below 50. Continuing with Hessonite garnets, this is a Hessonite garnet and diopside specimen from the York River Scarn. It says Bancroft, but it's Bancroft. Whoever typed up these little kind of name things, they spelt this one wrong, which I find is very funny. So I'm going to keep it like that because I actually find that kind of funny, and that adds a little extra story to this specimen. But yeah, it's just a lovely little garnet and diopside specimen from the York River, which is another place I think you can't collect anymore. Or you technically could, but you'd get in a lot of trouble if you did it. I think it's it's not open to collecting anymore, and you get in a lot of trouble if you were caught there. So here's an interesting specimen. It's actually kind of like a thunder egg / kind of agate geode. Well, it's not a geode. It's what I would call a thunder egg, at least. From Montouzo in Gaspé, Quebec, which, for those who don't know where it is, I'll put kind of like a map and showing where it is. It's kind of on the east side of Quebec, near the mouth of the St. Lawrence, kind of under the mouth of the St. Lawrence. And this is actually, this location is probably the closest location that has quote unquote thunder eggs for me to collect if I ever wanted to collect thunder eggs. And I do like thunder eggs a lot because they're a lot of fun to cut and just see what's inside of them. And yeah, I just thought I'd pick these up because I thought it was a cool little specimen to have, because I don't have any kind of thunder eggs from that area. Last but not least, I have these 2 specimens from Girardville, Quebec. I hope I pronounced that properly. The one on the right is a pocket of aegirine crystals. There's a lot of them. It's actually quite dirty, so I'm going to do a little research to see if aegirine and this other mineral, which is arfedsonite, which is an uncommon mineral, well, uncommon-ish mineral. I think I might have done a video on amphiboles, and this is I believe it's an uncommon type of amphibole. So it might be in there, or I might have done a video separately on arfedsonite. It'll be a link in the description for that. I don't remember exactly. But both of these came from a new occurrence. I think the collector said he collected it in the prospector said he collected it in either in 2020 or 2021, I want to say. So they're from a fresh new discovered spot. And I just thought for the size and the price I'm paying, it was way worth it. So I picked up the two aegirine, don't know exactly how to pronounce it, and an Selenite specimen. But yeah, I have to do a little research on these guys because they're still a bit dirty, or dirtier than I would like them. So I'm gonna see if I can get them a little cleaner. But who knows? They might not do well in water. So that's one thing you always have to research when you're cleaning your minerals. If you can stick them in water, because sometimes minerals don't do so well in water. We have reached the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed this video of me showing some of the specimens I got from my haul in the summertime. I know it's super late to post this video, but I thought it'd still be cool to share what I got, the cool specimens that I got. And please leave in the comments below what your favorite specimen was. I'd love to see what people like. And I want to just thank you guys for watching. And if you haven't already, please hit that like button. And if you haven't subscribed, please consider subscribing. I do rockhounding, arrowhead hunting, flint napping, and lapidary related videos. So if those are your cups of tea, please consider subscribing. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next video.